Hey, are you looking for information on veterans benefits here in Colorado Springs, Colorado? Then this video will tell you what to look for and give you the tools to do it. So let's get started. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know more about living in Colorado Springs, Colorado, then subscribe and tap the bell below so that you can get all the notifications to tell you everything you need to know about living in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Hi, my name is Nicole Lee, and along with my husband and partner Trace and our Living in Colorado Springs team, we talk to people every day just like you who are looking for more information about their move to Colorado Springs, Colorado. So whether you're in the middle of your move now or going to be moving months out from now, give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so that we can help make your move to Colorado Springs, Colorado seamless. So today we're actually standing in front of our VA hospital. We want to give you a lot of information in regards to veteran benefits here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So follow me back to the office so that we can actually grab the computer and give you the links and show you some information in regards to veteran benefits here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Hey guys, so we're back in the office just like we said before, and we want to really hit on some points here. We are going to put links below so that you can use the websites for the informational purposes. There's several of the things here that are tiered off or have certain eligibility or requirements that you have to meet. So that's why we want to put those links below so that you can see if you meet those yourself, okay? So let's get right to it. So I was born and raised in a military town closer to the East Coast and then moved here to Colorado. So I have only lived in a military town my entire life. Trace's dad was Navy when he was little. So we definitely have a love for our veterans and their families, to be honest with you. So it just kind of came natural for me to get my military relocation specialist eligibility. And I cannot tell you how happy I am that did that, because it taught me a lot about you, what you're going through, and the benefits that maybe you have earned through your sacrifice in working for our country. So we appreciate all that you've done for that. But let's get right to it. So taxes. Whew. Never thought taxes were going to fall within a good category, right? But for those of you who are veterans, there are some benefits for you that you can take advantage of, okay? Number one, did you know there's a property tax exemption here in Colorado for 50% of the first $200,000 of a home's value for 100% permanently and totally disabled veterans? That is a huge amount of money. I'm so thankful that that is something that you guys get to save for, because that's a pretty amazing benefit with that tax exemption, okay? The next thing is going to be retired veterans can actually exempt from state taxes here in Colorado. Now, there are some requirements there. We're gonna, like we said, list those below. This is one of those tiered benefits, which I think is pretty incredible, because as you age, you get a larger benefit. So just remember, just because you're at one tier now doesn't mean you're not gonna be at the better tier in a few years, especially if you're my age. So I think that's pretty incredible as well, okay? Active duty pay is also exempt from state taxes if you have been stationed or spent 304 days or more outside of the U.S. This is something that actually spouses can be exempt on as well. So I think that is also pretty incredible. So that's in Colorado state taxes. Active duty, if you spent 304 days or more out of the U.S., that is an exemption you can take advantage of as well, okay? The next thing is disabled veterans may actually be exempt from vehicle taxes. Now, that is pretty huge here in Colorado, because as we've talked about, our taxes on vehicles can actually be pretty high. And one of the reasons behind that is, as we've talked about, the condition of our roads because of weather, snow plows, that type of things. That is actually what they use to repair our roads. So that is pretty incredible, though, that you can actually become exempt on those vehicle taxes, because they can get rather high, and so that's something that can save you a lot of money year after year. So So the rules on that is 1 vehicle per veteran, and you can have the exempt on those taxes, okay? The next thing, which I think is really huge, to be honest with you, not enough people tell our veterans about, okay, is capital gains taxes. So, capital gains are taxes that you have to pay when you sell a property, and it's based on whether or not you lived in a property 2 out of 5 years. Anything over that, then you're probably going to have to pay some capital gains taxes on it. But for our veterans, the IRS, there is something good about the IRS, has extended that. And there are tiers on that as well, and eligibility that, where you're at. But that actually could extend up to 15 years. And that is incredible to think about. So it's 5 years is the norm. It can go to 10 years or 15 years. There are some eligibility requirements there, but I think it's pretty impressive. And we're going to put that link at the link below, because to me, it's one of those things that I think is huge for veterans, especially when you're having to move to area. You may purchase a home, then you get transferred out and you purchase a home there, or maybe you don't, then you need to sell this home when the market's where it should be for you. This is a lot of money that you could save in regards to capital gains. So it's a great program. The next thing that I know a lot of people talk about, but to be honest with you, I don't want to spend a lot of time on because it deserves its own video, and that is the VA home loan. It is the only loan out there where a buyer can get into a home with 0 down payment. And it's just a really incredible loan program. But I do feel like it deserves its own video. So we're going to team up with one of our preferred VA lenders so that, we can answer any and all questions, because as we always know, guidelines on things like home loans change regularly. And the VA home loan is something I do believe deserves its own video. So we're going to do that, but like we said below, subscribe, tap that bell, and you'll be notified when that video hits, okay? All right, so the next thing is let's talk about employment. So we know that a lot of businesses offer veteran employment benefits. However, the state of Colorado offers some pretty incredible benefits in and of itself. Did you know that the state offers a preference in the form of extra points added to the passing grade of their state employment examination? That is huge. Again, we're going to put the links below so that you know exactly how many points you get for what, because it does kind of go between 5 and 10, okay? But that is really huge. It does definitely give our veterans a benefit over everyday normal citizens in taking that Colorado state exam for employment. And I could not be more proud of the fact that we live in a state that does give you that type of preference. You deserve it, and we thank you, and we hope that shows our appreciation. The next thing is going to be education. Not sure how many people know this, but if there are any of you Colorado National Guard out there listening, did you know that you are eligible for state tuition assistance up to 100% of tuition paid at any Colorado state funded institution? That is huge. That is huge for National Guard. Now we know that most all university and colleges accept the GI Bill, but I think what's really important is that for college, our universities and colleges also can offer a lot of online programs. So if you were to start here and then get transferred out, get deployed, you can continue your education online through the university or the college that you've already been working through. That is phenomenal. Do keep one thing in mind though, is that most of the time it's not going to cover housing and food. So where that's concerned, there are other requirements that have to be met, but we're going to also extend those down at the bottom for you so that you are aware of what that is also, okay? So the next thing I want to talk about is we started out the video with us in front of that VA clinic that is fairly new to our area. We're so proud that Colorado Springs was chosen to be the home for that VA hospital. We are extremely excited about having it here and what that means for our veterans who already live here. So that is one of the main things. That's why we started our video out there, so that you could see exactly what it looked like. And you know, they didn't chintz on it. It's an amazing building with some amazing medical programs. We urge you, if you already live here or if you're going to be moving to Colorado Springs, Colorado, So please visit it, make that, your home for all your medical needs. The next thing I really appreciate people knowing about is we are surrounded by 5 bases. So you have the benefit of having all of those hospitals and medical staff as well. I just don't know of another area in the United States to where you're going to be able to have that many bases with that many choices surrounding you, okay? I think that's something huge to keep in mind. Something else we're kind of proud of that I don't believe a lot of people know is we actually have 5 state veteran community living centers. And living in a time where our veterans are so susceptible to homelessness and things like that once they're out of the service, I am so happy to tell you about the veteran community living centers. We have 5 in the state of Colorado, some that are very close here to Colorado Springs, but they are in Aurora, Florence. Both of those are pretty close. And then we also have Home Lake, Rifle, and Walsenburg. That is something that I am very proud of for the state of Colorado. I've lived here 20 years. I moved here after living 30 years in another military town, like I said before, closer to the East Coast. And I'm really proud to live in a state that has so many benefits for our veterans while they're in the service as well as once they're retired. So I'm really appreciative of that fact here in Colorado. Let's talk about some of the fun stuff. Did you know that as a veteran, you can have a lifetime combination of small game hunting and fishing for 60% or more disabled veterans? That is awesome. Fishing and hunting here in Colorado, I'm sure most of you are already aware of what an impressive state it is for those type of things. I'm so happy that we offer our veterans discounts and or free options for these. So keep that in mind. Hunting and fishing licenses here in Colorado, if you are active duty and you're stationed here in Colorado, you actually can get your hunting and fishing license for the same rate that Colorado residents can. That's awesome in and of itself. And then active duty and retired are actually admitted to Colorado State Parks for the entire month of August and on Veterans Day for free. We have some amazing state parks here. We have amazing national parks here. So if you are coming to live here or if you're just coming to visit, please make sure to visit our state and national parks. I do truly believe they're going to be unlike anything else you've ever seen in regards to the scenery, the wildlife. They're absolutely incredible, so please don't forget that. We talked earlier about receiving those disabled veterans license plates here in Colorado, which offer you the free taxes on that vehicle. Very huge, saves you a lot of money. But just another thing that does as well is it gives you free admission to any of our parks or recreation year-round. So I think that is actually incredible too. So if you have that disabled veterans license plate, remember it's not just August, it's not just Veterans Day. You get access to our state parks year-round for free. Those are just a few of the benefits that are offered here in Colorado. I do think there's some of the top 5, and some of them have requirements. We're going to give you those links below so that you know exactly what those are, so that you are going to be in the process of getting you started on receiving veteran benefits here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We thank you for visiting us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as tap that bell so that you can be alerted to everything you need to know about living in Colorado Springs, Colorado. You guys have a great day.